Oh, wait, do that again.
That's why we got a blower by the fire pit.
Right now we're gonna go look at their chicken setup, and they have a little goat over here. She's cute.
The chicken?
Get him, go get him.
And you see, just like Micah's doing, you hold it out for her. And Everett, you can get in there too. She'll eat your what? Your bed?
So how is the chickshaw doing for you?
I should have followed Justin's instructions on the wheels. So other than the wheels, kind of getting a little cattywampus, it's an awesome model. So if you have to move it every day, it's really easy.
There she goes.
Luckily we're in a spot we don't have to move it, but it works great as a normal chicken coop. It's super easy and accessible.
So what did he say to do about the wheels? That
He said to have a frame that comes on the outside so that it supports the axle on both sides, and I just have the axle supported on the inside. So that's the thing that we did different. But
oh, so the weight just kind of bent it in?
Bent it out.
Wow.
But it's super convenient for
To do that?
And you can get inside and do whatever you need to do. We're feeding them layer, and one of our chickens is only 3 months old, so she can't eat the layer, so we just put it up on a cinder block to keep her out of it.
They have a broody hen going. We can sneak up, see the broody hen.
This is the second time we've gone out of town and come back and found this little silky mama sitting on eggs. Shh, be quiet. Come here, Ella. Come here. Real quiet, though. Okay, let Ella see. This is our mama. She's sitting on about 5 eggs. She's been on them a week.
I want to see.
And she's a silky, so she's obviously smaller. She can't sit on as many eggs. A good mama. So in about 2 weeks, she's gonna have baby chickens. She's gonna hatch chickens. She's sitting on her eggs right now.
You're breeding silkies.
Well, we have a silky we got the silky hen from a friend because we wanted something broody to hatch her own chicks just to kind of experiment. And that's the best mama she's had. So she gave us that hen, and with the hen, she said, hey, do you want a rooster also? And so she gave us a rooster. So that mama this will be her second hatch. She's sitting on 3 of her own eggs and then 2 other eggs. I think she's sitting on an Americana because it's a blue one, and she's sitting on maybe one of our Wells Summers, which is a dark egg.
That's cool.
And they could be fertilized by that silky or the Rhode Island Red, which is really just experimenting. Eventually, as soon as possible, we'd like to get breeding stock from a guy named Rich Smith out of Lubbock, who's with the Sustainable Poultry Network, and used to be a friend of Justin's up in North Carolina. And we're gonna probably get black Australorps from him and like breeding stock. So that little pullet should be, she just was running from the dogs. Is she hiding?
Is that it? That looks like.
Is she hiding in there? Yeah, there she is. So that's her baby.
Oh, how cute.
And look, she's got a here. I don't know if she's gonna let me catch her, but.
So that's your big rooster over here?
Yeah, that's the Rhode Island Red. He doesn't mess with Andrew, but he will peck at the girls if we're not like staying on him. But for the most part, he's gentle. Apparently, Rhode Island Reds are one of the most aggressive breeds, but he's been fine for us.
Oh, wait, do that again.
Yeah.
I've never seen anybody do that before.
I learned this because me and my brothers growing up wanted to try to do a furnace and make swords like old school medieval people. And my dad was like, that's because you need forced air. He showed us that if we took a blower and hooked it up to our fire, that we could turn nothing pretty quickly. So that's why we got a blower by the fire pit.
This is Andrew Couch, man. That's awesome. What are the tools that you cannot live without once you've done this?
A wheelbarrow for sure.
Okay, wheelbarrow.
You got a cart,
Wow.
unless you have a tractor,
Yeah.
and you're gonna put stuff in your tractor. But if you're trying to do it like true homestead, you gotta have a wheelbarrow because you're constantly carting around, whether it's firewood from one side to the other, leaves for mulch piles, whatever it is, you gotta have a wheelbarrow to move stuff around. So that's definite, I would call that number one. Wheelbarrow, your normal shovel, everything is done with a shovel. Let's see, what other major tools do you have to have? Chainsaw. Chainsaw is really, really helpful. I don't know how you would do this without.
What size is your chain? Is it an 18-inch or is yours like a 20?
Mine's a 20-inch Rancher from Lowe's. It's the Husqvarna Rancher from Lowe's. So, and honestly, like it's just really simple hand tools. You need a hoe, a rake, a shovel, and a wheelbarrow.
You've been doing it for a year. Does anybody need like what are the dramatic tools that you think you need like?
So I would say if you're gonna do any kind of chickens or goats or anything, the quickest, easiest way to keep them contained is definitely gonna be an electric fence and with a charger. I think we got the Premier one, poultry netting, and it's worked great. It keeps everything out. The only thing that got into our poultry netting was we had a hawk would fly down from the air. If we had them grazing in open pasture, a hawk would fly down from the air and take out a chicken. But other than that, the poultry netting has kept all of the coyotes and everything else at bay. I feel like just the basic tools are pretty handy. So the power tools these days are, you could get corded power tools, but honestly when you have to, you know, cut something or build something that's on the other side of your property, you don't want to run extension cords all the way to your other side of the property, and you don't want to drag a generator over there. So the cordless tools that are 18 volts or 20 volt these days with the lithium batteries last for so long that it's totally worth it. And you can charge most of those batteries from a little power inverter in your car. So that's the easiest way, as long as you've got a circular saw. A sawzall is helpful. Sawzall, you can even cut 6-inch branches with a sawzall if you don't have enough money for a chainsaw yet. So a sawzall is really good. Your hand saw, and then of course the drill for screws and drilling holes. But I think just basic, it really is simple basic tools. A little starter Ryobi kit from Home Depot will give you everything that you need, and then aside from that, get yourself a chainsaw and some raw materials and get after it.